Let's start with the structure. When you create a new workbook, a sheet will be automatically created for you. So you can see the sheet name at the bottom left of the screen. Right? The workbook is organized into rows and columns. The columns are named A, B, C, D, etc. This is the column F and this is the column E. Then you have rows named 1, 2, 3 and so on. This is cell A2 and this is cell A1. Using the plus button at the bottom left of the screen, additional sheets can be created. Double click on the sheet name to rename it. Next, we will look at the autofill feature of Excel to generate numbers. Let's add two numbers. I will select both the cells by holding the Shift key. Now you can drag the mouse to auto-generate the numbers. You can also drag it to the right if you want to copy to the columns to the right side. In this section, I will show you the sorting and filtering option of Excel. Let me copy some data. Go to the data tab and click the filter option. So Excel will now automatically create a drop down for each of the column. Select the data and click the apply filter button. Use the ascending and descending button to sort the data. I think it's better to give a different background to the headers. Let me use white as the foreground. In this section, we will look at the functions. Let's look at the sum function first. I am going to use the sum function to calculate the total sales. Go to the formulas tab, select the auto sum drop down and choose sum. Now just drag the values and then click the tab key. We got the total sales as 300. You can also perform the same summation using the insert function option. Click the insert function and select sum from the functions builder. And now you can select the cells for which you want to calculate the sum. Click done. Next we will look at applying conditions. What if you want to calculate the sum based on a condition? In such a case, you can use the sum if function. So let's calculate the sum of sales of all the fruits. Right? I will again select the insert function and this time I will select sum if. Select all the categories. For the criteria, we can enter fruits. And we will select all the columns having the sales value. Now we can click done. Same way we can calculate the sales value for vegetables. Next, we will look at data validation. I want the user to choose the categories from a predefined list rather than user typing it in. So let's do that. I'll create a new worksheet for that. and define a set of valid values for the categories. So I will create a heading. I will name it category label. And add all the categories: fruits, vegetables, cool drinks, all the categories. And also put a different color to the labels. Now I go to the original worksheet, select all the categories, then go to the data tab. So you can go to the data tab and click data validation. From the data validation, allow select list, and for the source, click the source and then go to the labels sheet. Drag the mouse to select all the valid categories and then release the mouse. Click OK. The category column will only accept values from the list. Let's improve this a bit further by adding data validation to the sales column. Right now sales column will accept even an alphabet. So let's add data validation to the sales column. Go to the data validation and click. From allow, we will select decimal. We want the decimal to be greater than 0. So we'll put it as greater than 0. The minimum value should be 0. Click OK. Now if we enter incorrect value, Excel will throw an error. Excel will do the data validation for us. In this section, we will look at conditional formatting. So in conditional formatting, we want to highlight columns based on certain conditions. So go to home and then click conditional formatting. From there, let's take less than. So I want to highlight if the sales value is less than 100. So I will give it a red color. Put 100 and click OK. Now you can see that when the sales is less than 100, the cells are colored in red. Now we can also highlight cells in green if it is if the sales is greater than or equal to 100. So let's do that.